Hello everybody, and welcome to Ancient Architects. Please subscribe now to get the latest ancient history news and independent research from around the world. Now this video is a bit different to what you're used to because what you're looking at is a white cardboard box. Inside that box is my 3D printed model of Karahan Tepe. It's thanks to Dakota Wint of the Dakota of Earth channel, who went there in December with a drone, and from that footage I was able to get a 3D model created. Now the guy that created the final CAD diagram to make it print ready was jamesbarrdesign.co.uk. I'll tell you more about him in a future video. Now this video is a bit different because what I'm going to do is unbox Karahan Tepe. I've got no idea how it's going to look. I've not opened it yet, it's still sealed as you can see here. And you can join me on this strange little adventure. Here we go. I've got no idea if it's going to come out good or bad, but we shall see. So I've got to be wary where the camera is while I'm doing this. Let's use some brute strength. There we go. And again. Okay, there we go. It's in camera view. Let's have a look. Okay. It's quite exciting. Here it is, Karahan Tepe. So let's take off the wrapper. Is there an easier way? No, I've got to use scissors for this. Here we go. Don't scratch it. There we go. Can you see that? That there is a 3D printed model of Karahan Tepe. And actually, honestly, it's come out better than I expected it to. You can see it's just done based on the excavations today. So you've got enclosure AA at the top here. You've got the pillar enclosure AB. And amazingly, every pillar is there. You've even got the small head. You've even got the hole into the enclosure. And you can see it in the light or not. It's just here. Just there. It's a perfect little hole going through. There you go. Then we've got the main enclosure, AD, this big one. You've got the fallen pillar here, another fallen large central pillar here, which I believe was to support a roof over the top. This today is the modern walkway, which, you know, you can't really get rid of that. I don't want to mess with it too much and remove stuff because I don't know what's underneath. Now this is the hilltop, and it's possible that I think that water did flow through these. There's multiple reasons to think this, and one of them is the fact that these basins are kind of interconnected. Now, it's not a perfect model. There's going to be problems with testing these things, but the topography is correct. It'll give me an idea of which way water flows. And I've got this idea that water may flow from the top here, maybe down into here, and then maybe over the lip into here. Now, was there a roof or a lid covering this enclosure? Did the water go down this channel here, away, or did the water go into it? We don't know. I might not be able to tell with this because it's such a fine little channel. What went through the small hole in enclosure, from enclosure AD to AB? Was it water? Was it heat? Was this a heated room like I've hypothesized? Now there is a hole just here. I've asked the guy to fill the hole in because there was no data available. So there is a hole just here. I could gently drill that out myself to create a hole, but without knowing the specifics, I didn't think it was a good idea to do that. But there it is. I didn't give it a polished finish because I thought the polish might take away some of the detail. It might knock off the head that's protruding on the side. You can see these three features on here as well. They've been included, which is great because they're only so fine. Now, it's quite small. It's a small scale model. It's small for a reason as well because these aren't cheap. And I didn't want to go really, 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 really big because if I did and it didn't work, the expense would be, well, beyond ridiculous, really. but I'm pretty pleased with it. I think I could go bigger, twice, maybe 3 times the size. Then we've got problems about where we put it, what do I do with it. But I think even if it's not usable for any experiment, it's just kind of quite a cool, nifty thing to have. It helps me visualize it a bit better. Sorry, you couldn't really see it there. But it's come out pretty well. It's better than I expected it would be. And it is to scale. So the topography is correct. It's got a flat base, so I can put it down. I can also paint it. I can spray paint it to look like limestone if I really want to. Again, I don't really have to do that, but if I want to, I can. So what I'm planning to do is, it's just a helpful tool to have, to see it in a 3D model, to sort of picture it, to look at it from different angles, to see how things worked and how things could have worked, to see where a roof would have gone, and if a floor could go on enclosure AB, would it match up with that? If I do plop water down it, where does it go? You know, what's the purpose of the hole in enclosure AA? Again, nothing's conclusive. You can't really get so much from this, but it can give me some information. It can probably help me devise theories and hypotheses. And it just gives me a bit of a 3D visualization of the site. We can all look at drone footage. We can all look at, pictures on the internet. But I just wanted something like this for this site because Karahan Tepe in particular is something that really does interest me. I think it's a bit of a mystery. This is only a small percentage of the site. It's not the full thing by any stretch. It runs across the valley and probably down the hill as well. There's so much still buried, but this is clearly an important heart of the settlement. This is a special purpose structure, this large enclosure AD. This has obviously got some special function as well because of all the pillars. And this one as well, it's a shallow pool or bath maybe. I mean, along this bench that's clearly been carved, there is also I don't know if you can see it there properly, there's also a snake all the way along. And I'm just writing a video on snakes at Göbekli Tepe and what I think the snake actually is portraying. So that does relate quite well to this theory that I'm working on. Not theory, hypothesis. I can't speak. But so yeah, this is Karahan Tepe as a 3D model. Let me know what you think. Again, it's an experiment. I thought I'd try it. Use some of the money that people have given me from Patreon to try and do some real experimental work. Again, all I want to do is find the truth, find the purpose of these things, to understand these people that lived 10,000 plus years ago. You can see the detail there. That's that there is like if you can see it there, that there is a feline statue, the hole between the legs. That's another fallen pillar just here. Yeah, it's pretty nifty. It looks nice in the light actually as well. In fact, it looks better on the camera than it does in real life, but still. So I will be looking at this a bit more in more detail now I've got it. And if you want to know more, if you want to learn more about this and see what I do with this, please do subscribe to the Ancient Architects channel. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Ancient Architects. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel, please like the video, and please leave a comment below. Thank you very much.